Oh.
Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Zach. I am a photographer and videographer, but more importantly than that, I am a husband and a father. And today I'm talking about 5 tips that will help you make better family home videos. If you've been around this channel at all, you know that family home videos are something that are extremely important to my wife and I think there's something that every family should be doing. I think every family should be making home videos just like our parents did when we were kids. Because when you're older or when your kids are older, you're gonna wanna look back on these moments in time and you're gonna wanna be able to enjoy them. So today I've got 5 tips to help you make better family home videos when it comes to shooting. Now I say this every time I talk about home videos, but my home video style is very much like our parents, where you're just recording long segments. They don't have to be cinematic. They don't have to look professional. It's just capturing content that you can put together, string together, and look back on later in life. For me, my go-to camera is the DJI Pocket 3. I think it's amazing. I've talked about this in a couple of other videos, but it's phenomenal and I love shooting my family home videos on it. You don't need this though. You can 100% use whatever you have, whether that be your phone, a GoPro, whatever, but as long as you're filming family home videos on something. So 5 tips for filming family home videos. Number 1, film for longer than you think you should. We live in a day and age where we are so used to only capturing 15 to 90 second video clips, because that's what social media allows for, right? We can have 15-second stories, we can have 60-second reels, 60-second shorts, whatever. So we're so used to just filming in short segments, but when we do that, we end up missing so much. If you go back to your old family home videos, hopefully you have some, and you look at what our parents filmed, they didn't film for 60 or 90 seconds at a time. They filmed for like 5 minutes at a time. And in so doing, they were just capturing the everyday, the mundane moments of life that we might think of as boring, but I think that's just because we have a short attention span. When you actually slow down and watch back these videos, where it does seem a little boring, there's something so special about it because it's like you're stepping into that moment. It's like you're a fly on the wall, or if you've watched Harry Potter, it's like you've jumped into the pensive and now you're able to just witness this moment play out. There's something so special about getting to watch those mundane moments back in family home videos. And short Instagram little clips just don't give us that. They don't give us the immersive, full context of what's happening in a moment. You don't get to just enjoy that. So film for longer than you think. And if you feel awkward doing that, then give yourself a challenge. Start saying, when you turn the camera on, I'm gonna film for 2 minutes. Even if 2 minutes feels like a long time and what you're filming is boring, that's fine. Once you get comfortable with that, move up to 5 minutes, maybe then 10 minutes. And it's not like you have to do this every time, but just getting away from the 15, 30, 90 second clips and building up to something longer, something that is really going to allow you to fully get back into that moment when you watch it back 10 years from now. My next tip is to film often. For me, I try to film at least 5 minutes once a week because I know there have been times where I failed to film for a whole month, and my kids are little and they grow so quickly. And so when a month goes by and I don't have these videos to look back on, I feel like I'm missing a lot. Like I feel like I'm not seeing stuff happen, right? Like I watched clips from January 2022 and then I watched clips from March 2022 and it's like, whoa, when did he start crawling, or when did she start speaking? Like I just feel like I missed stuff. And so my next tip is just film often, even if that means you have to challenge yourself to just pull out the camera and film for 5 minutes once a week. And again, this may feel awkward. This may feel like you're filming too much, but when you look back on these videos 10 years from now, you're going to be glad that you filmed that much. It really only feels awkward in this moment, and it only feels awkward because we're not used to it. So start to film more often, and as a bonus to that, the more you start to film, the more comfortable you're gonna be, the more likely that you're gonna want to continue filming your family. And so you'll actually end up with even more content, which can feel overwhelming when you start to put it on a hard drive, but that's a good thing because again, 10 years from now, 20 years from now, you'll be glad that you have all of that content to look back on. Now this next one's a big one and something that I struggle to do a lot of the times, and that's narrate your family home videos. When I watch some of my home videos back from when I was a kid, my dad did a really good job of narrating what was happening. He always started off with where we were, what was happening, when it was. I mean, you had like the little date that popped up down the corner, but he would always tell us what's going on, where we were, just give some context to what we're watching. And the reason was because for him, he was filming these as a way to then send them to his parents who didn't live near us kids. And so he was giving them context to what they'd be watching. I think a lot of the times when we were filming these videos of our kids, we fail to think about the fact that 10 years from now, we're gonna be watching them back and we're gonna forget the context of what was happening. See, there's this problem that when you're filming something, you know what's going on around you. You're fully immersed, you're fully aware. But we fail to remember that when we watch it back, or when someone else watches it back who's not us, they're not going to have that knowledge that we have. They're not going to have that context. And so being able to narrate what's happening, even if it's just saying, all right, today is a lazy Saturday and we're just sitting at home, the kids are chilling, Mia has just recently started to crawl, Milo is babbling, whatever it might be, right? Like just giving a little bit of context to what is being seen will go a long way in the future when you watch these clips back. You can maybe think of it as if you're talking to your future self, or you're talking to your kids in the future. Can you say goodbye, future Mia?
Goodbye.
Goodbye, future Mia.
Like if that helps you to think about it that way, then do that. Even address them, address, all right, future self, or all right, kids, here's what's happening on, July 1st, 2024, whatever. Like just start narrating that stuff back. The next one, and maybe this one will be a little controversial, maybe some people won't like me for it, but I think you need to have a dedicated video camera. I don't think your iPhone is what you want. Maybe you think it is, and maybe for you it works fine. For me, I've found that I just don't use it. One, I don't get inspired to use it. I don't like it, so I don't get inspired to use it. But two, when I do end up using it, because it's my phone, I default back to short clips, which again, we've already talked about. But two, the videos then get lost in my photo library. There's not an easy way for me to, collect them all. And so it just becomes problematic for me. I think if you have a dedicated video camera, you're one, going to be more likely to use it. Two, it's going to be easier for you to collect and cultivate a library of family home videos. And three, it just looks better than your phone. Like, that's my personal opinion. Take it or leave it. But I suggest getting a dedicated family home video. And a fun bonus about it is, as your kids get older, they'll start to want to play with it. They'll start to want to record stuff. My daughter's 2.5, and she already is a ham for the camera and wants to record stuff, and she wants to watch it back like immediately. And it's just so fun. And I think that's different than just the phone. So I recommend get a dedicated family home video camera. And my final tip is just to challenge yourself. I think it's really easy for us to feel awkward filming stuff because we are in a culture nowadays where if someone's walking around with a camera, we think they're trying to be famous on YouTube. And maybe they are, but maybe they're just trying to film their family too. So there's a little bit of awkwardness. Like I feel that. I feel people looking at me when I'm walking around with my camera filming my family. But I think in order to achieve what we want with these family home videos, you kind of just have to push past that. And so the best way that I found is to challenge myself, set up challenges that will push me to actually use the camera, film family home videos, and then be able to have those in the future to look back on. So whatever it takes for you to push past that awkwardness, find that and do it. And then maybe as a bonus tip, one way that's really good to think about this is you're not making these family home videos for today. You're not making them for, a year from now. You're making them for 10 years from now. It's kind of like planting a tree, right? You plant a seed and you know that you're not going to see any fruit for at least 10 to 15 years. And you're not going to see real maturity and growth in that tree for like 20 to 30 years. It might be the same thing to think about your family home videos that way. Film them and create them with the expectations that the real joy is going to come many, many years down the road when you or your kids are able to look back on them. And maybe, hopefully, even your grandkids are able to look back on them. So those are my 5 tips for filming family home videos. I hope those helped. If you like this video, please do like. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe. I love this channel has been growing. It's been so encouraging to me because this is just something I'm so passionate about. Like I literally want like all my friends around me to start making family home videos, and I want you guys to start making family home videos. Like I want us to be able to leave a legacy in, video format for our families to come after us. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed. We'll catch you guys in the next video.